Hi, this is Jeanette with TacticalGear.com. I'm here at SHOT Show 2015 at the Rocky booth, and I'm joined by Mark Dean. Mark, what do you have for us today?
Today we've got the Enhanced Jungle Boot from Rocky, obviously. It's a tremendous boot. We've been working on this for over 2 years. We saw a capability gap in the market, and we started a development process. This boot has gone through 4 generations in the development cycle. It's a DA 670-1 compliant boot. However, it's a niche boot. So you won't see this on any approved to wear lists. However, in the right environment, it will be allowed to be worn. Currently, it's under testing through PEO Soldier. We should find out the results of that fairly soon, and we hope that the majority of the components in this boot make it onto what they call a program of record. However, that still remains to be seen, but we still will sell this commercially. So the Rocky Enhanced Jungle Boot is extremely lightweight. It's approximately a pound per boot, and where I'd like to start is the very aggressive outsole. Traditionally, the Rocky S2V outsole has been flat, very ergonomic. However, feedback from the field, which we take very seriously, said that we needed to place a heel on this particular boot. So as you'll notice, this is not a flat outsole, but it's got a very pronounced 90-degree heel with a very deep tread pattern. On the boot itself, it's got the bumper in the back, which is very aggressive, and a bumper on the front, which is also very aggressive. These are put there for ascending and descending mountainous terrain in muddy environments, so you'll be able to dig in and hold fast there. Also, if you're in the kneeling prone position, it will take that particular environment, allow you to be stable, or if you're sitting behind a crew serve weapon, it'll also allow you to dig in. The other portion on the upper is the amount of ventilation holes we've got here, water in, water out. This boot will actually dry in about 45 minutes after being totally submerged. It's triple stitched throughout the entire boot, so you're not going to have anything blowing out in a deployed scenario. Although it's not an FR boot, we have FR laces. We stripped the Drylex lining out of here, and the Drylex lining that we had in here before would basically help wick the moisture. However, without the lining, we won't need to do that. It'll dry right away. The last thing I'd like to bring out is that underneath this particular portion, actually the whole outsole, is a puncture-resistant plate. Very important because as you're transitioning through the desert, there's goat heads. In the jungle, there's also black thorns, if you will, and that's a puncture-resistant ASTM certified material. The toe box itself also has a material that we use in our world-famous snake boots, so that will allow for puncture resistance in the actual toe box. So both on the toe box and underneath, you're going to have a fully protected boot, much like the very renowned old school green jungle boot from Vietnam. So that is the Rocky Enhanced Jungle Boot.
That's great. So what goes into the making of a boot like this?
Well, there's a lot of product development. As I mentioned, we've done 4 iterations on this particular boot itself. We send this to our product developers. They start to develop the different tread patterns on the boot itself. What they look at is the different angles in the lugs, things of that nature. So you've got a lot of impacts going forward as far as slip resistance. So the outsole is basically where we start because that's really one of the most important parts. Then we look at the Cordura material that we have in the toe box here. That's going to be highly durable. We took a look at different materials we could use, which is either Cordura or leather for the most part now with the new regulation. A lot of research went into there. And also on this side, we had to make a decision on how many holes we could put in here before we lost the structural integrity of the boot itself. So the biggest thing that goes into developing a boot from us is user feedback. So we'll get the feedback from the Jungle Operation Training Center in Hawaii, probably in about a month and a half, and anything significant that comes out of that test we'll actually put into the boot. So,
thank you so much, Mike.
Yeah, absolutely.
And this has been Jeanette with TacticalGear.com.